Good afternoon, YouTube community, sports fans, nation, and worldwide. You've entered the Sports Opinion Log. I'm your host, Lex Anderson. And in today's video, of course, you know what it is. Super Bowl 53, baby. 6 o'clock, 6:30, the games will be getting started. But here in the Sports Opinion Log with Lex Anderson, one of the things that I like to talk about is the things that the other networks don't talk about, like how grand the Super Bowl is and how it's an amazing environment and an amazing atmosphere, except for when it was in New York City, which it was when the Seahawks had played the Denver Broncos, when it was in MetLife Stadium. And honestly, it was horrible. Horrible. See, the Super Bowl can dominate a nice, great town or city. But like my shovel pass, which is direct, New York City logistically has 5 boroughs. So when you have the NFL concentrated in Manhattan, there's no Super Bowl festivities in Brooklyn, let alone the Bronx, or forget about Queens. Okay? So all it was is it was this strip right there in Times Square, and it was so small, it was so cramped, it was so annoying, and it was so cold. Oh, it was so cold. I'm like, this is whack. The Super Bowl should never come to New York City because New York City is actually bigger than the Super Bowl because there's no Super Bowl festivities in the outer boroughs. All they got was some strip along Times Square. However, there was Papa John's. There was a Papa John's truck giving out free slices of pizza. And at the time, it was the cheeseburger pizza. So that was pretty good. And I definitely give props to the people who were giving out those free slices because the one thing that you have to have a lot of money for in New York is when you offer something for free. Because here in New York City, a lot of people are pretty much just working to get by and can't enjoy the extra luxuries of life, like sports entertainment. So you best believe if you're giving out free pizza, boy, you better keep that free pizza a coming. And speaking of free pizza, shout out to anyone who's out there working on this NFL Sunday in the food sector. So if you're working at Wingstop, Papa John's, Domino's, Pizza Hut, I, Lex Anderson, salute you for not calling out, for going to work, and make sure that people are getting their 100 chicken wing orders from Wingstop and all those delicious pizzas that someone's probably driving to people's homes because you don't want people to be hungry leading up to the Super Bowl, and you definitely want to make sure that they get their food on time. But the purpose of this video, like previously mentioned, excuse me for the digression, is the money behind the NFL Super Bowl ticket. See, what most people may or may not know is that in order to sell high-priced Super Bowl tickets, you have to have a target market. And the target market isn't people of color. See, they target us for the merchandise, hats, towels, jackets, football. But when you want the big money, you have to make sure that your target audience is the white man. They prefer white men who are 55 and older, professionals, and minimum income of at least $80,000 or more. Because even if you watch the NFL Network and you see those little Super Bowl activities, look who's walking amongst them. A lot of them are white people. And when it comes to the Super Bowl tickets, well, let me tell you something. I'm sure even as I'm making this video, I'm sure that there are some pretty good tickets available. However, do you have the money to afford it? Because the average ticket price is $4,500. Or you can sit up in the Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, you could get the nosebleed seats. However, that'll run you at least $2,500. So come on. We know what it is. It's like hilarious. Like for the price of a Super Bowl ticket, you can lease a car for a good amount of time for the year. $4,500. For $4,500, you could throw you could have a Super Bowl bash catered. Hell, you could probably throw in the catering hall. Oh my God. And whoever's buying a new TV for the Super Bowl, God bless you. However, I hope you're buying 80 inches. You should not be buying 50 or 55 inches for the Super Bowl. No, you need to be dropping down that bank and getting the boom 80 inches, 4K, high def surround sound. You got to go all out because it's Super Bowl 53. And of course, here's another interesting data graphic that I got that the majority of the people buying Super Bowl tickets, you know who, those racist white people up there in Massachusetts. They account for 20% of all Super Bowl tickets. The Rams are coming in second at a little around 10 to 12%. Then you have the people out there in Atlanta, Georgia, and then you have the smaller market of the Florida and New York City corporate offices. Because you know the corporate people got to get their tickets, right? And you know the players have to hook up their friends and family with tickets too. So I definitely hope that the scoring will be on par. I'm definitely hoping and praying very hard right now that the Los Angeles Rams beat New England and Brady could have that back-to-back Super Bowl losses experience. That would be great. That would be great. So that's all I've got actually for this video. So thank you very much for tuning in. I just want to drop some knowledge as we gear up for Super Bowl 53. It's all about here in the Sports Opinion Log. It's about what moves sports. And what moves sports is money. And if you want to catch a Super Bowl game, you're best to have a lot of it. Or you, like me, will be watching from the comfort of your own home in front of the TV. But of course, the man doesn't want you to know that. The white man, the media, white media. See, they keep that stuff on the low while they give us all these wonderful stats of this and that. No, give me the stats of how much does it cost. Because the airfare's cheap. I could probably get down to Atlanta via railroad, by train, even get a cheap hotel stay. But that ticket, whoo, you better have the money for that ticket. And let's not forget, you're in Atlanta, so you know it's going to be crazy out there with the strippers who are coming north, east, west, and south, all culminating in what will be, hopefully, a great and historic Super Bowl 53. Thank you very much for tuning in. Make sure you do the right thing and subscribe to this channel. The button should be right there to your left. And that bell icon that's over there to your right, ding, press it to stay updated for any and all upcoming future videos because you best believe your boy Lex Anderson, decked out in my finest threads, will be here tonight when the clock hits all zeros and we will have a new Super Bowl champion heading into the 2019 the year, of 2019. Oh, I so can't wait. But you know what I also have to say? That the Falcons still fucking suck. 28-3. How could y'all live with yourselves like that? It's a goddamn shame. But with a wave of the towel and a tip of the cap, I'm signing out. Yes, indeedy, another outro. And to think the Falcons could have won the Super Bowl and opened up that beautiful Mercedes-Benz Stadium being Super Bowl champions, but look at them on the outs. Ain't got nothing going for them. Nothing except Matt Ryan and his bullshit $30 million a year guaranteed contract, which they'll be paying him for the next 3 years. Falcons suck.